Hey Guys, Is This Anything is a comedy podcast that slams bits, sparks, and improv together like particles in the Large Hadron Collider. This show may contain strong language and mature themes. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. It's crisp.
All right. You ready?
Right. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to drink some water real quick, if that's okay.
Okay. Okay.
God, that's good. Okay. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Cool. I'm Kez.
And I'm Dingy. Why don't we bathe in soup? Is that anything? Welcome back to Hey Guys, Is This Anything?
Hell yeah.
Is that anything?
Back. That's I have more questions than I have answers, as is typical of this podcast.
Maybe we can circle back on that one. First things first. I hope there's a noticeable difference in audio quality because I have the most precarious sort of sound booth setup ever.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, you probably don't actually hear a difference because it sounds the way it usually does. But I hope the raw recording actually works. And actually, I might give up on this immediately because my shit keeps falling down.
Incredible.
So what I've done, and there will be pictures of this on the YouTube version. What I've done is I've grabbed one of my blankets and kind of wedged it between the wall and my display and like thrown it over the display. And then I'm supporting the other end with my head, which is like, it works, but it continuously like starts to sag down and starts blocking my displays until I adjust it. And it's also like noticeably hotter in here. That
sucks, dude. That's so counterintuitive.
Today's one of the hottest days of the year, just in general. I had to turn my AC off for the recording. And also now I've basically enclosed myself in a little heat chamber. So
chat, it is July 13th. It is
July 13th.
The prime of summer.
Yeah.
That's a really cool time for you to do that. I'm really glad you shared that. And yeah, if you have any pictures or video you could share of this predicament you've put yourself in, I would love to see it.
Hold on, actually, yeah, I'll send one to you right now.
Oh, phenomenal. I'm so ready for this.
Yeah.
And while you're sending it to me, I just want to say, hey, everyone, welcome to like the first episode we're putting out now that this shit is announced. Like, we're actually out there in the world. Thanks for everyone who's listened so far. We've got a lot of really cool feedback from people saying they loved it. We had some people with complaints, but we're disregarding them. Yeah, it just is what it is. Oh, boy.
So you can see, like...
I certainly see...
It works. I have to tell you this, it does work because this is not the first time I've done it, not for this podcast, but I used to make videos in my like normie friend group every time we went on a road trip. Mm-hmm. And there was one time where I needed to do some voiceover stuff. And I was like, well, my room's all echoey and shit. So I just threw a blanket over my head and my computer. And at that point it worked fine because I was working on a laptop and it was a lot smaller and it wasn't a big deal. Mm-hmm. But my display is like 2 decent sized displays glued together, and it's a lot more blanket that has to be suspended.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it off.
Yeah, it's tough to look at, I will say. I do feel bad as somebody who literally I can reach out and touch my like vocal booth that I don't use because that would be a pain in the ass to record in for an hour. But
yeah, imagine using that for the quality of the pod.
Imagine. Could not be me. You get to listen to Fiona instead.
Excellent. Can we get a Fiona update?
Hey, Fiona, can you tell the crowd what's going on? Yeah, tell them. I love you.
I like when we want her to make noise, she doesn't make noise.
Oh, she is. She's just really quiet, aren't you?
That's fair.
Right against the mic. Say anything. You're embarrassing me in
You
front
know,
of my
Kez,
friends.
it's starting to sound like Fiona doesn't actually exist.
Oh, she
I don't
does.
know.
Everyone can hear her in our fucking intro.
The intro,
The
the
intro
promotional
where she
material.
squawks a shit ton. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
you only aren't quiet when it's going to be used in every episode. That's really cool of you. Very, very, very smart. But yeah,
But
thanks
that
to everyone
way-
who's checked us out so far. It's cool that people think we're funny.
It is actually a big relief because I know we think we're really funny. And I know a couple select friends that I showed this to before we announced it thought it was pretty funny, but they're like our close friends. So yeah, they're going to think it's funny. But to have people that vaguely know on the internet or haven't really met before, but know of us genuinely think it's pretty funny is very satisfying. So thank you very much for listening.
Relief. I straight up was just like, oh, good. People that aren't in our close circle think that we're at least a little bit entertaining. And of course, we're on episode 3, technically 4.
3, technically 4.
We're still young. We're figuring everything out.
We're fresh. We're new. We're so new.
We're so new. We've never
so
done
new to the
entertainment before.
I've been on the bench for so long, Coach. I've been waiting for this so long. I will not let you down.
That's so real. Anyway, on that note, what are you feeling we should talk about today? I'll kind of put the ball in your court to determine if there's anything you want to kick off.
Yeah, this isn't a whole topic. It's not like I just wanted to say something else before we really get into it. It sounds like in the last episode at some point you boosted the volume of a fart super loud. I was listening back to it the other day, and I always thought it was just a noise in my ambient environment. But when I was yesterday listening to it, it really sounds like someone just let one absolutely tear. And I don't think it was me, but I can't say for sure.
No, listen, because I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. And that's what sucks, is I realized it literally after it was already out. And I was like, ooh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I was hoping no one would ever notice.
If it truly was a fart and you boosted it a little bit just as a joke, that's funny. But there's some we stop talking and then it's the sound and then we keep talking. I don't think we could be that intentional if we tried.
It would be so on the nose for this fucking podcast. No, for real. If you go back, I almost feel like I could tell you exactly what it is. Because
It's closer to the end of the episode.
Yep. I remember hearing it and having to go back 3 or 4 times and just being like, oh, that sucks. Really bad. But yeah, I'm so glad you brought it up so that way everyone can go listen to it.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is just a ploy to get people to listen to more of the last episode. I don't know.
Honestly,
it fully isn't, but
even
maybe
without
go listen
that,
to it again.
The last episode is genuinely one of the funniest things you and I have ever done.
Yeah, it was awesome being on site and doing something live for once.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool to bring it to a live setting and get to experience the world outside of our little podcasting bubble.
Yeah,
so
our
to
tiny
speak.
little bubble.
But yeah, that's stupid.
Okay. So yeah, I just needed to bring that up because I didn't know if you did that as a bit.
I
But-
didn't.
Yeah. Anyway, I was
Insane.
about to rag on you for A, not being in the doc, and B, not having any topics. But both of those things are wrong this time. You're learning.
I'm getting there. I had this open a few different times today and was trying to come up with just any topics. Everything I've thought of is literally pertaining to shit. And I'm like, I gotta diversify. I gotta think of something to talk about that isn't pooping.
I did see your second topic does say, I think my neighbors can hear me shit. And then in parentheses, not sure why all of mine are about poop. So I guess why don't we start there? You think your neighbors can hear you shit?
Oh no, I think I was definitely being very conservative. They can hear me shit.
Oh, that's okay. So that's you're trying to bring it up, but you're just testing the waters because
Yeah, I'm kind of just dipping my toes in the proverbial
in the
toilet
shit.
water.
Okay.
Definitely. So I can hear my neighbors very clearly when I use the bathroom. And
Like,
none of us
can you hear them shit, or can you hear them just generally?
I can just hear them generally.
Okay.
However, I'm not the quietest shitter in the world. That's a fun fact about me. We get a little grunty over here. I know they can hear me, and sometimes it's not a beautiful experience. Sometimes it's so unbelievably animalistic, the bowel movements that I'm having.
Oh wow.
I do wonder at what point they're going to fear for my safety, because I worry that we're treading into a territory of, are you shitting or are you being axe murdered in your bathroom?
Oh, so these are like blood curdling shrieks.
These are visceral, these are guttural. These harken back to a time before our true sentience. These are truly prehistoric levels of shitting buffoonery that I have brought upon my poor, unsuspecting neighbors.
They give ooga booga.
They
One
do.
could say.
Now, I'm so glad you shared your setup with us today, because I do think that you are the best person I could ask. And I really do value your opinion, and I want your advice. What can I do to make my neighbors not hear me shit?
Have you tried every time you shit just clearing your throat really loud like you were farting in public? Like, you know, like you get on the toilet and you can feel it coming and you just give it a quick and you just let it fly. You might have to do it repeatedly or longer than that, depending, but
Yeah.
that works for me when I'm in public and I need to fart. That could be something. You're asking the right person, because I don't know if you know this, but in college I dubbed myself the Duke of Jefferson. Because in college, our dorm was Jefferson Hall, and we lived on the top floor. And I, on more than one occasion, clogged the toilet so bad it overflowed and leaked through the light fixtures on the floor below us. And so I had a real knack. Here's the thing. I think genuinely there was a problem with the plumbing just in that building.
Okay.
But at some point on my little whiteboard that I had in my dorm room, I would keep track of how many times I would clog the toilet every semester. And my hit rate was about twice a month.
Oh my God.
And this isn't clog like, oh, grab the toilet brush, kind of like give it a quick whoop, and then you're good.
Yeah.
This was, the toilet got so full, it was like to the brim. And it was pretty successful when I didn't make the toilet overflow. So that's the kind of degree we're talking about here.
No, yeah. So you're certainly aware, but maybe you're knowledgeable within the realm of shitting in general. I mean, mine is
Big
definitely
shitter
more of an
right
auditory. Mine's more of an auditory experience. Yours
You
is
are a
certainly
musician.
more. Yeah, that's why. That's why my shits are so loud, because I'm warming up. But yeah, that's good advice. I was thinking just fully soundproofing my bathroom, but I also realized just how inefficient that would be. Just in
That would
terms
be
of,
like an anechoic chamber. You could have a multi-purpose room where it's the toilet, but it's also an anechoic chamber for when you record stuff.
how do you think dropping a log would sound in an anechoic chamber?
Probably extremely crisp.
Yeah, just like a.
Just like a kerplunk.
Just
That's it. But you could also go the other way and make it a complete echo chamber and hope the noise cancels itself out.
You make it an echo chamber to the point where it's just the most reverbed shit to where it's decaying so unbelievably long that you just don't know what it is after about 10 seconds. That's actually
Exactly.
yeah.
And it'd be like taking a shit in a cathedral every time.
No.
Like instead of The halter up there, it's just a toilet and you're
That's
on it.
now 2 things that I want to do that I didn't want to do before 5 minutes ago.
Add it to
I
the
want to
bucket
shit
list.
in an anechoic chamber and I want to shit in a cathedral. That sounds so sick.
Yeah. Sick is a word for it. Absolutely.
That sounds super normal and the things that people as a whole want to do. Everyone agrees with me. Everyone agrees.
I don't know. I feel like I should say I'm not a scat man. You know, like that's not my shit. I just care about my bowels. You know?
Yeah, no, real.
There's a distinction to draw there, I think.
I too am not I wouldn't say I have an affinity for it. Certainly
No.
not.
And your music isn't even scat. Like you're not skibbity bop a doop bop, you know?
I'm not skibbity
You're not even
bopping
doing that.
anywhere. I
Yeah,
know
you're
my
skibbity
lane.
toileting though, for sure.
Hey, can we sidebar for a second?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Sorry. You're
Yeah.
pulling much on the side?
Yeah, if we could just quick
Ow,
sidebar.
ow. Your hand. Stop squeezing my
Don't
shoulders so hard.
ever fucking say
Ow,
that
ow,
again.
ow.
I
Okay,
swear
sorry.
to God.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm sorry.
will fucking end this.
Ow. Yep.
Look at me.
Sorry. Yep. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah. You want to go to a different topic now? Are you good with? You think I think we came up with 3 sort of good solutions: clearing your throat, anechoic chamber, or echo chamber.
really the only 3 options there are.
Yeah, I don't know how else. You could fill your toilet with soap and make it all sudsy, so it's like foam. Although I guess this isn't really the problem. Isn't the poop going into the toilet? The problem is you making noise.
What that solves?
It's not like the splash. It's not like you're shitting into the Grand Canyon. It's just reverberating in a cavernous sort of way. What have you just tried making less noise?
Hey, so sorry. Can we sidebar one more time?
Yeah, ow. You don't have to grab my shoulder
No,
every
I
time. Ow. Mhm.
You have shit
Yep.
with me before. You and I have shit
Okay.
mere feet from each other.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue not even mere feet, less than a foot from one another.
We held hands at one point.
We held hands while we shit. You know me.
I do, but I
must
don't
be
remember
heard.
you being particularly loud.
Oh, I was loud. I was laughing so hard. Anyway, that's a story.
So hold on. Before that was an awesome segue, but I am going to just completely throw it in the garbage for a second.
Sick.
Um,
Cool.
Is it maybe just that you have to make noise, but it doesn't matter what the noise is? Because you said you were laughing a lot. Maybe that kind of. What if you just sat on the toilet and started laughing? Do you think your neighbors would think you're okay then?
What's the worst thing? What's the worst thing that I could fucking come up with to do on the toilet that could replace the feral grunting?
Maybe get a really loud speaker, and every time you go to the bathroom, start playing the Clash of Clans sort of music and a battle.
No.
So every now and then, your neighbors just hear that super loud, and they're like, "Oh, it's Kez's BM today."
Okay. So that's a third party sound. Like, what sound could I make though?
Oh, like your body?
Sure. I mean my mouth mostly, but I guess my body too, if we want to go that route.
Well, when you say I make, you do like. Again, you are a musician. You could just bring the guitar in there and just bust out a sick riff every time.
That'd be
great.
Crazy. Hit him with
I'd be so
Wonderwall every
stoked
time
if I was
I'm
your neighbor.
laying down a brown wall. Damn,
That'd be
that
choice.
rules. That's a good one. I could recite Shakespearean monologues. That could be fun.
Oh, that could be fun. Sort of bouncing off of that, you could recite the Pledge of Allegiance really loud.
I would have to say it so many times. I shit for so long, dude.
Okay. What about the national anthem? The Declaration of Independence. I don't. Maybe it's because it's July and the 4th just happened not that long ago. But I'm really patriotic right now.
To be fair, you were at a furry convention during the 4th of July. Were you there on 4th of July?
Yeah, that was Thursday.
Yeah. So you were.
I didn't go see the fireworks. Also, I didn't do anything.
Or didn't?
No, I didn't. I didn't do anything remotely 4th of July.
Well, that's to be expected. You know, I do want to kind of step away from poop talk.
Poop is a lot.
Poop is a
Yeah.
lot, especially in the first like 20 minutes of the fucking episode. It
Yeah,
is
people are
pretty
gonna-
wild.
People are going to go from live at Anthrocon and right into this one. And they're
Listen.
like, wow, these people really talk about poop
All
a
I
lot.
gotta say is just power through, my dear viewer.
Just like you do when you poop.
Yeah, you have to go through the tough times to get to the good times.
This is tough. This is a tough episode.
Listen, we have done so much work to get this shit off the ground. We're allowed to just explore and figure out. I did want to ask though, to
Yeah.
pivot away from Shit Central. How was Anthrocon after we last spoke about it on the last episode?
It was good. It was my first one, like I said in that time. And it was genuinely one of the best cons I've been to.
Hell yeah.
It's a very large con. Turns out it wasn't anywhere close to the 43 and then 50,000 people that I said it was. But
Who told you that? I am curious where you got your information while you were at the convention on the attendee count.
Uncle Cage? I don't know how to say his name, and I apologize for that.
Oh
but
yeah, he
the
gave
guy
it to
that
you
runs
himself.
the whole thing.
No, that tracks. Yeah. No.
Well, he ran up and we high-fived, and then he was like, I know you're an actual real-life, honest-to-God journalist recording live, because I'm a big fan of Hey Guys, Is This Anything? And he knew about us before we even started, before we even announced the thing.
Not
So that was
surprising.
crazy.
Dude's been around forever.
Yeah, everything furry. Got his little hands in there.
Absolutely.
He's got regular-sized hands. I don't want to besmirch his name. Yeah, he was like, yo, there's so many people here. I was like, cool, how many? And he was like, 43,000. And I was like, that doesn't sound right, but I will take your word for it.
I mean, just given the circumstances of the various disasters that occurred during your time there, I certainly do think that is entirely likely that maybe they changed the numbers at the end to try and cover something up.
Yeah, maybe we lost like a good 23,000 people. They're like shortcutting those attendee numbers.
But yeah,
Do
Anthrocon.
you want to do another topic?
I would love to do another topic. Oh, here. I do want to go ahead and touch on the thing that I know we're going to fight about, because I do think you're wrong.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you're absolutely... I guess there's a question I could ask you to kind of lead into this. What are your thoughts on Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Jack in the Box?
I've never been there. I've been told that it's not very good, though.
Yeah, no, you're
Are we
right.
talking about the restaurant or like
Yeah,
the little
no, we're
guy
talking-
that pops up? Okay.
We're talking
Well,
about the restaurant for sure.
You never know with you, okay?
That's
it could,
actually
it could
so
go
real.
either way.
Yeah, no, Jack in the Box does suck. And that's a hill I'll die on. So it sucks that you haven't had it.
Yeah.
I was hoping
Is it something I should go try? Do you like it?
I don't like Jack in the Box at all.
Okay,
I think
great.
it's worse than a restaurant that you think is bad. So why don't you go ahead and explain to us what restaurant you don't like?
Hey, Kez, I'll be honest with you. I was looking at my topics the entire time trying to figure out which one you were going to bring up. And I was staring right below it. I thought you were going to bring a soup bath, but
You
no,
thought I
it was
gonna
the one
fight you
right
on
above it that
Soup
says,
Bath.
that says Sonic. And then I felt like I had to justify, quote, or parenthesis, restaurant is bad.
No, that's super fair, because if you hadn't done that, I would have assumed you were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I don't have enough experience with the hedgehog, but I have been to the restaurant multiple times.
Okay, so let's expand on that. What about Sonic is bad?
I had a real kick, like a little bit after I started working at where I work now, where like there was a Sonic. There's actually a couple Sonics always on the way, and sometimes I'd pop in and be like, I don't want to make food tonight. I'm just gonna go buy something, and I haven't been to Sonic in years. So every time I've gone there, I would get, and I I have to say, I don't think all of Sonic is bad. I just think that the main food items they sell are bad.
Ooh.
So like, and I mean like a main course sort of deal. Ooh, how luxurious. Sonic has main courses.
Yeah,
But
no,
like
I need specifics. What specific items are you talking about? Because I have a couple that if you hit me with them,
the podcast will end.
our friendship will be done. Anyway, yeah, what items are you thinking?
I'm mostly talking about the burgers.
Okay.
I think they're genuinely so bad. And it's not like I went there and then I waited for like half an hour just to get my food. And I was like, what is going on? And then I had it and it was bad. Like the burgers were just super dry. The buns, somehow it felt like they had just been sitting out all day. And then it was also cold. But I think that's because I had to wait 30 minutes for my food.
Uh-huh.
But then I was like, okay, that time. I'll go to a different Sonic next time. Because again, there's a bunch on the way. And every Sonic I've been to, and every time I've been there, the burger is just bad. I've stopped ordering the burgers. The only things I get at Sonic now are like the little fun sides. So like mozzarella sticks, tater tots, those sorts of things. Because those are usually pretty okay, and it's kind of hard to mess them up.
Okay. So I'm in agreement. The burgers there are ass. They are not good. I'm so glad you said that. I was worried you were going to come out and be like, yeah, those foot-long chili cheese dogs are the worst. I've had 3 this week.
Do you think that's why they're named Sonic? Because Sonic, the character, Mr. Hedgehog, he loved a chili dog.
I feel like I've Googled it before because I've had that thought. I couldn't tell you what the answer is. I think that Sonic... How long has Sonic the restaurant been a thing? Okay, we have to do some investigative journalism real quick.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I misspelled Sonic and spelled Snoise. I'm just going to send this Google search that I made.
Sonic Drive-In, the fast food chain, is not directly related to Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, we kind of knew that. What the hell did you just send me? No.
I misspelled Sonic. To a pretty extreme degree. Snoise. Looks great though. Snow Ice. Oh my god, it's Snow Ice.
Oh, okay. Sonic drive-ins are from the 50s.
That makes a lot of sense. That's probably why all their bread is so fucking dry.
They made their bread when they first opened in the 50s, and they have not made any more bread since. They made as much as they thought they were going to need for the lifetime of their restaurant.
And they have so many buns just sitting around. They could not feasibly get rid of them if they tried.
There are 2 underground wells of just consumer destruction. One is the underground cheese caves, and the other is the underground Sonic bun bunker.
The bun bunker.
The bun bunker.
The bunker, as some might call it.
Hey guys, is this anything?
Is that anything? Hey, Sonic, hit us up. We got ideas.
Sonic, please sponsor us. The bunker is so funny.
I think Sonic should start selling sloppers.
Okay, so here's the thing. They're not far off from that. So my current guilty pleasure that I order from Sonic the restaurant is, and mind you, we're not getting paid. I'm just expressing my love for this restaurant chain.
Animal.
Real. I love their chili cheese dogs. I love their little Frito pie they make with their chili and their cheese. They have these like little buffalo chicken empanada type things that are really fucking good. So I'm with you. Like the sides are where it's at. Like I'm obsessed. And it also ties back to like the first thing I talked about. Why do you think I shit so loud? Because I eat so much goddamn chili cheese from Sonic. It's a vicious cycle.
I didn't want to make that connection, but yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I had to bring it back to poop. Really had to close the loop on that one.
Close the poop on that one.
Close the poop. Hey, that sucks. That sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I'm sweating.
Oh, me too. Sorry, this is really unrelated. I just clicked on the video analytics for our live at Anthrocon, the like YouTube version with the like images and a little bit at the start. What do you guess the average view duration is?
Oh no. Is it less than 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's less than 10 minutes.
Is it less than 5?
Yeah.
Is it? What is it? Just rip the Band-Aid off. What do we got?
It's 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh Lord.
That's kind of tough. But also we only have 15 views on that bad boy.
Very
And
true.
I thought that was kind of an L because all our view counts are super low. Oh, sorry, no, it has 23 views. But also I need to remember that we literally just announced this like the other day, and also our podcast is on like 8 different platforms at the same time.
Correct.
And I think a lot of people won't get that much out of seeing the few images that I throw up. So.
That being said, I do think they add so much. So, hey, audio listeners, if you want to be an audio watcher,
If you want to watch that audio,
you can just go over to the YouTube at youtube.com/at heyguysisthisanything. It's so worth it. I promise. I watch it. That's how I found the fart sound.
hell yeah.
It's so good.
Choice maneuver.
Oh, goodness. So, Sonic, I think we can agree, I definitely misses with some of their items, but I think as
I think
a whole,
a lot of their items, to
they
be fair.
do. And
It's not quality food, but it's
No.
not low quality food in the same way that McDonald's is low quality food, where if I do want to just go and eat some like slop, some real garbage, I'll go to McDonald's because it like for about 2 seconds it'll be like, that's the stuff, and then I'll feel horrible.
Yeah.
Sonic is like, like 50s drivers dining and dives sort of situation.
Truly a
and then
Guy Fieri type of vibe.
Yeah. We need to stop shilling for companies that don't pay us.
Correct.
We did it for Squarespace way too much. And now we're doing it for Sonic.
Okay, but maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance that someone will hear it and they'll be like, "You are funny. Let's give you money for this."
Yeah, maybe Sonic will start having like celebrity meals. That's implying that we're celebrities.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Like McDonald's has, and then we'll have the dingy meal and the Kez meal.
I like where your head is at. What would the dingy meal at Sonic be?
I think it would be my standard order at Sonic, which is usually just like, hold on, I gotta look at the menu again because I don't remember the denominations of mozzarella sticks.
That's super important that we know the exact number of mozzarella sticks.
Usually I drive up, and this is what I do everywhere. I don't actually know what I want. I just drive up, look at a few things, and then, well, okay, so I drive up. The person's like, how may I take your order? And then I'm like, just give me a sec. And then when I think I've sat there for too long looking at the different menu items, I feel pressured to making a decision.
Uh-huh.
Great. It doesn't actually. Here we go. It would probably be simply just 2 large mozzarella sticks. Not too physical, like not too individual, huge, like
individual
hot dog
mozzarella
size.
sticks.
Which would go crazy,
That
but
would kind of go so hard.
Essentially 16 mozzarella sticks and some sauce. And that's it.
That kind of rules. Okay. That goes hard. I would order that. You did buy me a little bit of time to think of what would be the Kez meal from.
Is it 8 chili cheese dogs?
It is not. It is a 44-ounce cup of the chili. You get a cool, really big straw with it. You don't have to use it but
for the chili.
Yeah, if you want to just
like
drink
a boba
the chili,
straw,
you could do that. And then, of course, in addition to that, you get like a smaller thing of the cheese, and then, oh gosh, what else comes with it?
You need the glizzies.
I was thinking that I kind of want them to chop up the hot dogs, and then I want them to like bring in some macaroni into the equation, something they don't already sell.
So this is super fitting for you. You just want dog food. Is what you're describing. You want dog food that's fit for human consumption. That's what you want. Do you want it in like a little bowl?
Listen, holy shit, you're on to something. You're on to something.
I genuinely think that would sell like crazy.
It's a dog bowl filled with fucking chili.
They go out of their way to make it look as much like dog food, like wet dog food as possible. They serve it to you in a little dog food bowl, and then they're like, "Eat up, little doggy."
Yeah, that fucking rules. That's it. That's the whole thing. It's just a fucking dog bowl filled with the grossest chili you've ever seen in your goddamn life.
I need y'all to know that the amount of effort I'm putting in to this bit is remarkable. Let's see, that's our hot dog right there. Oh, God. It's on my beaker. Oh, this sucks. Dude. Oh my God, dude. This rules. This was a funny idea. Shout out Dingy for... Oh God. It looks atrocious, dude. It looks so bad. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like hot garbage. And this what you wanted? Is this what makes you happy? Slight problem. Those are the most stale Fritos I've ever eaten in my life. Like, they're rock hard. I'm not saying it for the bit. They suck so bad. Dude.
Oh, wow, that's good. Yeah, no, that's the
Pretty
Kez and Dingy Meals from fucking Knuckles, the restaurant, is out of this world. Oh.
Good Lord.
On that note, I do have something I want you to do. I do want you to try Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
And I want you to
Let me see if there are
report
any
back.
in the state of Colorado.
Oh, there has to be. There's no way there's not.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me do a quick little Google search.
I Googled it knowing I don't live in Colorado.
All right. Great news. There are some in Colorado. Bad news. The closest one is...
Can you
the
read out the
closest
address?
one is 16 miles away. Of the Jack in the Box or of my address?
Your address.
Of my address? It's a... Can we actually bleep that?
What? That's fucking wild. I'm cutting that, dude.
We're gonna have to... don't cut it, but bleep it.
Okay, I'll do that. That's insane that you fucking said it and that you trust me to edit it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's a fucking
it's an
trust
apartment
exercise.
building.
Hell yeah. The other funny thing you could do is just say the address of the Jack in the Box, because then people just have to draw a 16-mile circle around it and then guess
be
where on the
anywhere in there,
radius you are. The new bit is
that'd be pretty good.
doxing ourselves.
It's a good bit.
It is a funny bit. Oh, God.
I will go to Jack in the Box. I will do that. I was going to say later today, but the last thing I want to do is drive almost half an hour for some Jack in the Box.
So
but
you don't have to do it.
I will do it
soon. I definitely want to follow up on this and see what your opinions on Jack in the Box are versus Sonic.
Is there anything I should order at Jack in the Box?
I mean, get a burger
Like,
for
absolute
comparison's
must-have.
sake.
A burger. Okay.
Yeah.
Are Jack in the Box and Sonic similar aside from just being like fast food joints?
They're similar in the sense that they sell everything for no reason.
Oh, So they just like have like
They
their
have
burgers, but they
tacos.
also have like tacos.
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
So I
Should I
want
get a taco
you to.
too?
I do want you to try the taco. I need to know your opinions because that is the most divisive fast food item of all time.
Okay. Let me actually write that down.
I'm not going to give you my opinion on any of these items until you've had them, and then we can duke it out.
Burger, taco. Okay. I wrote that on my. Yeah, go ahead.
I hope you only wrote burger and taco with no other context.
Okay, well, great news. I'll send this to you on Discord because I think you're gonna get a real kick of it.
I'm not.
I wish Discord was less bad of a user experience on mobile. For audio listeners, I have a notepad that I got at college from Montana State University, Go Cats, but that I have never used before, and it just sucks because if Colorado State gave out this little notepad, little sticky notepad, it'd be fine because it'd just be fucking rectangles and it'd be perfectly usable. These are in the shape of the state of Montana, so it's like, what do I do with that? But they say stand up and cheer real big on the top, and then Go Cats at the bottom and sort of the nugget of Montana. And all I wrote on it is J-hole, burger, comma,
good.
taco.
I
So I'm
low-key,
getting
I
in the
hope you
J-hole.
forget what this is about because that adds so much.
I probably will, but it'll be fine.
Oh, just a couple of
sticky note
little
this to my
nasty
display.
Montana lads here.
Yeah, I love that state.
Me too.
It's a good state.
I'll talk shit on it all day. I love that state.
Should we both move to Montana?
I mean,
I say that it's gonna be way too expensive.
yeah.
To live anywhere that you actually want to live, yeah, it's gonna be pretty bad.
That's true. That is true. I mean, it's just you can't live anywhere these days in this economy.
Hey, home prices, am I right?
Hey.
I'm renting forever. Do you want to do another topic?
I would love to. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me close my my Quora inquiry on Sonic the Drive-In versus Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gotcha.
Oh, good. Somebody walked outside, so Fiona has
Whoa.
to scream 1 second.
Fiona Foley has made an appearance now.
She is a guard dog. Please stop. You have no idea how much this sucks.
Maybe instead of like face cam, we can just have a Fiona cam.
Honestly, okay, we hear you.
Maybe we can have a third camera angle, and it's just whenever Fiona feels like speaking up.
Honestly, yeah.
Then I'll have one pointed at the street so I can have people dox me.
You have one pointing out your window to the nearest street sign. That would rule
Pretty
so
good.
hard.
Nearest intersection.
The nearest intersection. And it's live. Oh, we put it on the website. It's just a live stream. The intersection
It's a
closest
live
to your
feed.
house.
That'd be pretty good.
Oh, that would suck. Anyway, yeah, let's do another topic. So you had messaged me this not too long ago, and I thought it was so interesting when you asked it. It's this one here. If you want to go ahead and explain that for me.
So it says, when does an ask turn into a grovel?
Yeah, no, I'm so curious because I did think on this a little bit and I have some thoughts, but I want to open the floor to you to kind of explain your thought process behind why this was so noteworthy.
So real quick, the definition of a grovel, an act.
Webster's dictionary defines grovel as.
Webster's dictionary. Actually, where does Google pull its definitions
Doesn't it
from?
have that
It doesn't
stupid ass
matter.
AI shit now?
It does, but this isn't that.
Okay, cool.
But it's act in an obsequious way in order to obtain someone's forgiveness or favor. And I'll be real with you, I don't know. I don't remember exactly the context in which I was like, "Oh, am I groveling too much?" But I'm pretty sure it had to do with. Oh no! I do remember. It was I bought an LTT screwdriver.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
Tech Tips. LTTstore.com.
Yeah.
I
Oh
bought
my God.
one of those.
We gotta stop. We have to stop. Although I do own two LTT screwdrivers.
Yeah, it's good ass
They're
screwdriver.
great,
Okay.
they're great.
I bought it for work because I need to use, I screw a lot at work.
Real.
And I bought one because I was like, this is actually gonna be worth it. It's a good screwdriver. I like the bit storage, et cetera, et cetera. And I ended up leaving it at a customer's facility not too long ago. And I only realized that when I was looking around at work, unable to do my job because I had lost my screwdriver. And I was like, it's got to be around here somewhere. And yeah, I fully just left this at this customer's facility. This customer does not like me. I don't think they like any of us that work at the company I work at. But this guy like constantly text my personal cell phone and call my personal cell phone. I don't know how he got my personal cell phone number, but he has it. And he'll just like ask me like, hey, why doesn't this thing work? Why is your machine broken? And I'm like, dog, I was literally there like using it the other day. It's fine. I know for a fact that it's fine. And it turns out it's because he doesn't fucking know how to use the machine. But I like had to just lay down the law so hard on this guy. I was like, hey, because at first I was like, hey, here's my work cell number if you need to contact me urgently. Here's my work phone number if you want to call me. Please email me. That's the best way to kind of handle this stuff. But he just like constantly would be texting me on my personal phone. And I was like, okay, I can't just be nice anymore because obviously this guy can't take a hint. So I stopped replying on my personal cell phone and I started replying to messages he would send on my like personal phone on my work phone. So now it's just like this broken ass conversation where like he sends me a question or whatever on my personal phone. I reply to him on my work phone. And the whole conversation on work phone is messages that I've sent out. So I don't have any context anymore for the questions he had asked previously. But anyway, this guy, huge pain in my butt. At one point he was like, hey, why this can't build in pressure? It's a problem with the machine. And it turns out it's just because he didn't plug something in. And he just like he was like, why is there a hole here? And I was like, well, because you're supposed to plug something into it. Mance does not know how to do his job.
Love that.
But I realized that I left my screwdriver at his facility.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's an, $80-ish screwdriver. It's not cheap. It's a good screwdriver. I was, more than happy to pay that. But I did not know, and I still haven't asked. I do not know how to ask this man who is not happy with me at all and who is kind of an asshole. I do not know how to ask for him to see if my screwdriver's around or if it's, it's probably been taken by another employee there. Like, cool, free screwdriver. I do that too, to be fair. I don't know how to ask him to even look for it, let alone be like, hey, can you go through the trouble of shipping it to me and I'll pay the shipping, no problem.
No, I got you. It's okay.
So,
I have a solution for you, actually.
Yeah.
I hear your predicament that you're in. Of course, just asking very bluntly, hey, did I leave my screwdriver at your facility? If so, I could totally pay you to ship it, no problem. That's too easy. You could do that.
Way too easy.
Or we need some lore, I think is what's missing in this whole equation. We need to build a backstory. We need to give this
For the screwdriver
some life.
It's a screwdriver from the old country.
Yeah,
it's me mama's.
It's a screwdriver
great grandmother's screwdriver.
It's from your You bought it
from
was forged. The Yakuza.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
And if you don't give it back to them, bad things will happen.
I will die. Maybe it's that the screwdriver is the thing that is tied to like bad luck.
Oh.
So like the Yakuza are after the screwdriver. They're not after me. They're after the screwdriver. And I've been keeping it safe and they've trusted me with it. But now that it's gone, no one knows what will happen,
Okay. Let's try this on. Let's see how this feels. You send this guy a message. Hey, have you seen my bad luck screwdriver?
Okay. Yeah, just right off the bat, be like, hey, I noticed I was missing my orange, black, bad luck, horrible things will happen screwdriver. Have you seen one laying around?
Yeah, because then that opens up the conversation for him to ask. Well, he could say, I do or I don't, but more than likely he will say, why is it a bad luck screwdriver? And you're in. You get to be like, oh, you don't
yeah.
know. And then
Hook.
you lay it out. You explain all the bad stuff that's going to happen if he keeps your screwdriver and say, hey, I'm here to help. You could just send it back to me and I'll take it back.
What kind of bad things do you think would happen? What kind of bad things would a Linus Tech Tips screwdriver, lddstore.com, would happen if it got into the wrong kind of hands?
We can totally cut this.
Okay. We should get them to sponsor us.
We can cut this, but
and we're back.
Anyway, the last thing you probably heard was we can cut this, which is so much funnier.
I'm sweating on account of it being 101 degrees outside.
It is currently. Hey Siri. Okay.
Hey, hi, Kez. I'm Siri.
Oh, hey. Good to hear from you. Are you doing all right?
Hi, Kez. Huh?
Hey Siri, are you okay?
Huh?
You don't sound like yourself.
Hi, Kez.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
doing fine.
This is a true to life 1-to-1 of Siri. You're actually nailing it right now.
I got it pretty good. I've been practicing for a long time.
You don't understand a single thing that I'm asking you? Real.
Hey, Siri, set an alarm for 4 a.m. Great, she set it for 4 a.m.
Do you need that alarm?
No. And honestly, by the time we stop recording, I will have forgotten about it, and I'll have a bad time tomorrow morning.
That's incredible.
I hope my mic picked up Siri.
Oh no, I heard it through Discord.
Choice.
So you should be fine. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. Anyway, that bit was funny. I have one more.
So I guess real quick, we didn't cover what does an ass turn into a grovel in any sort of capacity.
Let's touch on that. Your concern I'm hearing here is
I need to get small. I need to get so small for this guy because he's not a fan of me. And if I burst in and I'm like, hey, also, you should do this thing for me that you absolutely do not have to do. I need to be small. I need to gas him up. I need to make him feel good.
Okay.
I need to make him feel cool and like he's stronger than me and more attractive than me. I need him to feel like I'm an ant and he's a big, beautiful man, which honestly, he did look pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie, he was pretty attractive.
Okay. So you take him out to dinner.
Okay, that's gonna be kind of hard because he is 2,000 miles away, but that's okay. Go ahead.
How badly do you want the screwdriver back?
It's been a month, so clearly not that bad. Is it a problem that it's been so long? And if I reach out to him now, he'll be like, why didn't you ask the week after?
That changes everything, actually. I wish you would have mentioned that any time before right now, because that absolutely changes the entire dynamic of you asking for the screwdriver back. Because if
I've talked about it with my coworkers several times now. I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, just ask him for it. And I was like, I can't ask him for it.
The longer you wait, the less you can ask him about it.
Yeah. Here's the shitty part. Last night I bought another one. So, I already got another screwdriver on the way. I took that and I was like, well, that's just a loss. I'm just gonna have to deal with that one. And who knows? Maybe if I go back in 6 months or 12 months, whenever the next time I have to go there, maybe it'll still be there. And maybe they'll be like, hey, I think this is yours. And then I'll have 2 screwdrivers.
I hope that for you, but I'm no longer on your side in this. I need you to know that if you were to reach out and ask for it, they would be so right to be like, yeah, it's not here.
Would it help if I waited longer?
Yeah, the question now is, how long can you wait before it becomes funny to ask about it?
What if I make it like it's no big deal? What if I'm like, hey, Jack, that's not his real name. I just, I got a name here. Like, hey, Jack, listen, not a huge deal. might have forgotten one of my many screwdrivers at your facility. And I have so many, and they're all really nice. But I want that one back. Just for the collection, for the gram. Hey, Jack. What about hey, Jack? Now I'm writing an email, which he will not read, and he will call me on my personal phone. What if it's hey, Jack, comma, I have a lot of screwdrivers, comma, I've noticed I have one missing, period. New line, return. Can I have my screwdriver back? I know it's at your facility. Love, Dingy.
The I know it's at your facility being the closing statement of that email sounds so threatening. I know it's at your facility.
I could have fucking GPS tracking. There's an air tag in that bad boy. I know exactly who has it.
Okay, now that's
anyway, so I'm out an $80 screwdriver, but
yeah, I think the verdict here is if this had been like in the last week, I'd be on your side.
Yeah.
The fact that it has been over a month, and instead of asking, you have just ruined yourself over this.
So I'm not gonna lie, I've been dwelling on this a lot. Like life's been pretty decent recently, which is huge. We love that. Yeah. But this is the one thing that's been absolutely eating away at me. But I just refuse to ask him about it.
You know what? Look, here's a way you can look at it. Whoever gets that screwdriver now, they are getting a quality.
The Yakuza's gonna come after them.
I mean, if that's the bright side you want to look at, I'm not going to take that away from you. I was going to say they get a pretty well engineered and manufactured tool, but that is also a true statement if you want it to be. Hey, this has been fun. This is
a good one. It's been a whole week, but it feels like it's been almost 2 weeks since we last recorded.
Yeah, it definitely has not been 2 weeks. I don't know why anyone would think that.
I definitely recorded live at Anthrocon.
You did. It's in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance, you should go watch the live video we were talking about earlier on YouTube, because there is a clip of our very own Dingy presenting live from the David L. Lawrence Convention Center.
It's a hot one out there, folks. Drink lots of water, wear sunscreen. I know I've talked to you about this, but I did want to mention, I do not know how people create content in person. It's tough. I don't know how to do that and not feel like everyone's looking at me and everyone's judging me. Because I'll be real, when people record content like in real life around, and I'm just like a bystander, I'm like, that's the worst person that exists in that moment. And this thing happened that especially wasn't great, that I think has definitely skewed my sort of view of people creating content just like in real life, and it's specifically when you're kind of in the way of people, if it's like off to the side, whatever, it doesn't matter. One time I was flying back from Singapore for a work trip. They delayed the boarding process of the plane so that some, like, I assume Instagram influencer could get on the plane first and take pictures and make a video. And that soured I was like, what? And here's the thing. I'm living my first class life. So like, it's not my money. So of course I'm going to buy a business plane ticket with my work's money.
Hell yeah.
So I felt all high and mighty. I get to hold my head high knowing that I'm not a dirty peon in the back of the plane. And to have this person just walk past us like we're cattle and just get on the plane and like exchange 3 words with somebody on the ground crew or in the terminal, and they were like, yeah, okay. It was wild.
So what I'm hearing is somebody else did exactly what you've been doing, just exercise.
Yeah, and I hate it.
The little bit of, differentiating factor that they had, and it just enraged you to a point that it is completely sullied your perception. I love that for you.
When you put it that way, I sound like the bad guy.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, I think you're totally right to feel that way. I think it's totally justified. I mean, I think you did a great job at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. I mean,
it was fun. Type 2 fun.
If you look at when we were in Vegas and I had to put myself on a fucking spectacle in front of an entire convention.
Yeah, we did do that.
We did do that. So listen, you're talking to an expert here. You know what the trick is? Fuck everybody else.
Drink?
That too. I did have like a shot before we started filming. So that's
kind of have to.
That actually was a big factor. And I did complain a lot before we started rolling that I didn't want to do it.
You did say that. But to be fair, you also kind of had a time crunch.
I had. Okay. Oh yeah, we could kind of talk about that. So, fun fact, you can just fly to a convention and fly home in the same day. Nobody is stopping you from doing that. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not. Did I do it twice in the same week? 100%, because it was fun and absolutely worth it.
This makes me saying, living my first class life feel pretty tame.
Yeah.
The fact that within the span of 4 days, you flew to Las Vegas and back on the same day twice.
The first one was because I had to. The first
you
one
did have
was
to because you had the room.
Yeah, it was a logistical requirement because I was unable to actually attend the con I was supposed to because of work issues. And
the hotel was like, no, you can't just transfer that, which was shitty.
They're like, you have to check in the room or the rooms get canceled. I'm like, that's crazy. So now I have to fly to Las Vegas and check in these rooms for my friends, which I had no problem doing because I got to go see my friends. But I didn't get to see all of them because someone didn't arrive until the next day.
Yeah. It's like I had to work or something. That's crazy.
Pretty lame, honestly. So
honestly, yeah, pretty lame.
I had to go back that Saturday. And so I flew in, we hung out, we filmed a music video, I drank.
Honestly turned out so good.
It came out so great. It's phenomenal. I'm happy with it. And then I turned my ass around, went back to the airport. I was in Vegas a total of like 6 hours. Yeah. Don't recommend it. Don't do that if you have the means not to. Just stay where you're at because flying that much in 1 week blows. Which I'm preaching to the choir right now.
I don't sing, so I don't know why you said that, but is that the bit? Is the bit me just being kind of insufferable?
I love it. It kind of rules.
You've heard of yes and. What about please don't?
Improv artists hate them.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know what?
It's good stuff.
This has been a really fun episode that I've had with you, and I wanna just say how much I appreciate you. And thanks to the band Everender for the use of our song, our theme song, "Bad Habit." It's an instrumental.
Yeah, huge thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Y'all should go check them out because they rip.
Everender's cool.
Absolutely
Thanks
fire.
to their label for not yelling at me for stealing it and using it. New episodes every week. I mean, we're
every Monday.
We're still doing this shit. We're still here.
I'm so genuinely. This is the thing I look forward to most every week now.
Literally. Okay, how many times have you and I in the last 2 weeks messaged each other? I can't wait to record the next episode.
Yeah.
Like genuinely multiple times a piece.
And I don't know if this is bad for our just sort of like friend relationship, but there have been multiple times when I wanted to say something to you and I was like, I cannot tell you about this because I want to say it for the podcast.
We're sacrificing our friendship for the sake of our combined artistic endeavors. And that is never something historically that's ever gone wrong.
No, never.
No, I think...
I can't foresee this ever going wrong.
Okay, this bit's funny. This bit's funny because one of two things is going to happen. Either nothing's going to happen and it just stays funny as is, or we're going to have the biggest falling out. And people are going to come back to this episode and be like, damn, they called it.
Yeah. And if it ever gets to the point where we have like more than 6 listeners, which we love you. Thank you. There's like people making video essays just like playing that clip. And they're like, yeah, this is what it set all of it off.
When do you think their relationship fell out? Was it on episode 3, episode 4?
Episode 3/4.
It was definitely the helicopter accident. I think that was kind of the catalyst.
It had to have been. Yeah, that one was brutal to see.
It's tough.
It's tough.
On that note, I mean, I don't really have anything else to plug or shout out. I mean, we're kind of fresh at this, but you could keep listening. If this is your first episode you're listening to, you should really go back and listen to all of them.
You should check them out. If you like it, check it out.
Yeah, you should listen to episode 1 while you're driving.
We always say. Yeah.
You should. Get in your car right now.
And turn the volume up so high.
Get in your car. Crank the fucking volume. Throw on episode 0 and just start driving. I don't care where the fuck you're going. You're driving for an hour and 20 minutes. You have to.
Okay. Well, do you want some, is this anything?
I would love to. I'll kick us off.
Okay.
Cassette tapes, but it's like fruit by the foot inside of the cassette tape. So in order to listen to the music, you have to put the end of it in your mouth and suck really fucking hard to the point where it just plays the music in your head as it's going down your throat. Is that anything?
I think in an alternate universe for sure, but I don't think that's very doable.
Damn, okay.
With the technology we have now.
That's true. Well, we gotta wait for Neuralink to come out for that shit to work. Get on it, Elon. Okay.
Pop pocket. It's like a pop socket, but it goes on your pocket, so there's like a knob hanging off your pants. Is that anything?
I know. Okay, here's the problem. Is that when you do land on something, I know the bit, and I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit here. We say we're going to talk about it next episode, and we're not. However, there's a very important caveat to this one that I really do want to address. Can I please?
Yeah, we can put it in the doc so we can actually talk about it next week.
Okay, I do think there's something there. I think there is something. And on that note, we'll talk about it next week on Hey Guys. Is this anything? All right, cool. Okay, but yeah, I have so much I need to say about that. I have so many thoughts immediately.